personally, a lot of this, the news shows...
It's an interesting list, isn't it?
Just say
interesting is one word for it.
When I saw it, I was like, really?
I will say this. Given all the problems that MacGyver has had, I would like to hope that show can figure out which way it wants to go. Nothing else outside of Son of Zorn sounds good to me. Lethal Weapon, really.
Other than having a Wayne's...
No, it's not that. It's too basic of a premise. To me, watching all the movies together, I've always thought that those films was like watching a television show that you just didn't watch any of the other between episodes between movies for. You know, it felt like one. If I really had to pick one of the news shows, The Good Place. Yeah. I like that. I mean, it seems to have something that makes me laugh every time I see a commercial from it. Other than that, nothing's really doing anything for me outside of Son of Zorn.
There's another one that I saw that I kind of want to look at, but it has nothing to do with any of our geek fandom stuff. But it's called This Is Us.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's got Milo Ventimiglia.
If nothing else, they've got the greatest trailers.
Oh yeah,
ever.
I already feel emotional about this show,
right?
And I've not even seen any of the real episodes.
You want a tissue in advance?
Oh yeah, I think I need to.
Okay.
I'm already so invested in this story that I haven't even seen anything but
during their testing, when they were testing it, they were killing it.
Oh yeah,
they were killing the crowds, which kind of leads me back to where I was. Literally where I was getting ready to take this.
Good job.
I've heard many great things, both good and scary, about Strange Happenings.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about this.
Good and
what do you want to know?
Scary?
Yeah. It is the show.
Yeah. It is a supernatural... well, basically, it follows a paranormal journalist named Nicole Tesla. And
happy birthday today.
Love the name.
Yes, thank you. And her mysteries. I mean, she has a online magazine called Strange Happenings that she does on her own, and somebody likes what she does and wants to hire her to do some things, but something's not clicking just right. And although she's getting paid for it, she is still trying to figure out who it is that's hired her.
Some people start dying.
Yeah.
Like people
that's
that
very
she's
strange.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen every day.
She's like, and Nicole's played by Hannah Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
who is
fantastic,
phenomenal. She's Nicole Tesla to the T. I almost cried the first day on set when she was like doing stuff. I was like, oh my god, you were her. Like fangirl over our actress. But I mean, she's a super awesome character. You know, she picks locks. She's very intelligent. She gets herself into a lot of trouble. She's very good at what she does, but nobody believes her. She knows what goes bump in the night. She knows it exists. Everyone thinks she's kind of crazy, and she does these crazy stories to get attention. You know, and she does her online magazine, which Brazier's saying, you know, it's called Strange Happenings. Someone takes notice.
Brittany, this wasn't an autobiography?
No. It sounds like it. I mean, it could be. Let's face it, this is what I do on my weekends. So you guys are cutting into my supernatural time. You're welcome. But, you know, in the, you know, the whole thing is, you know, we'll fund your work, but the people that come to her that are going to fund her work, it's you have to do these specific stories. Certain things start happening. People start showing up dead, you know, and the police get involved. You know, there's detectives. Brazier plays one of our detectives along in...
So he gets in front of the camera this time?
Awesome! I did. I let her abuse me since she was directing.
Yeah. And Julie,
oh, cool!
Yeah, and Julie Tapkin is also one of our detectives who's fabulous. But, you know, so detectives get involved, so it's fun because there's a lot of supernatural stuff. There's murder, there's crime. There's a lot of stuff we can't say.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Murder and crime?
It was...
I thought you were saying crime, because I was thinking Brandon was going to need something.
No. He might. It's emotional.
Yeah. It's really... It's a fun series. I mean,
it's so fun.
It was...
Keith is also in it.
What? Yes.
Keith is also in it. He got to work with Hannah.
What? Yes, she is cool.
And Keith was just spot on. I didn't have to direct him a whole lot. Like he just
go over there and Sam.
But on Barker Hole, I had to direct him a lot.
He just
okay.
There you go.
He's giving me a 20.
Just a 20. That was a pretty good compliment.
No, I can say nice things too, Keith.
But it's super.
There you go.
It's a super fun show, and it's very supernatural. It's kind of Buffy meets Supernatural meets Kolchak, you know, like X-Files. Like it's got that vibe. It's got that she has the wit, and they're very self-aware of shows and you know what I mean in our world. So I mean, it's got those vibes to it, and I don't know, it's super fun. It was my first time to get to direct, which was awesome, and so getting to connect with people and getting to have like this source material was phenomenal, but. It is strange. It is strange happening.
And it was our first SAG-AFTRA production.
Yeah.
And that was quite the learning curve, especially with everything that was going on at the time. But it was definitely...
Did you get a SAG letter?
Yes, I did.
I did too.
See, and I'm the only one that hasn't. And I was in it too. It's weird.
Wait a minute. Wait. You're in it way more than I am.
I know. I haven't gotten
You didn't get a letter?
Not yet.
Dude.
All is good, though.
I've just gotten lost in the mail.
It may have. I'll just
They're a
contact
pretty
them.
big organization.
Yeah.
Very big.
They
So
got lots of
any
stuff
strange
going on.
happenings on the set of Strange Happenings?
We
I
got
heard there was a story.
We got to shoot in the dungeon. Is it Dungeons of Doom?
Yes.
Yes.
We got to shoot in there, which was awesome. Sterling is fabulous. He actually knows Mike Strain.
Right.
Does Studio 2060. They did a lot of our makeup effects, which is phenomenal.
Yes.
But that day that we shot at Dungeons of Doom, we actually had David Fielding, who played Zordon from the Power Rangers. We shot almost an entire episode in one day because he is featured very heavily in this specific episode. So we go to the dungeons. We're there. It's the dungeons is awesome. You guys should go to it. It's opened up.
And it opened finally?
It opened up yesterday.
Yesterday? Oh, okay.
So yeah, it opened up on the 9th. So we got to go there. So we're shooting stuff. It's going great. David is phenomenal. He's so nice.
Yes, he is.
Earth. He is just great. He's really talented and just a really nice, humble guy. So we're there at the dungeon, and I go downstairs, and Sterling's like, "Hey, so this guy said he wanted to come up. This isn't strange. This is just funny. This guy wanted to come up," and we're like, "Oh, okay." We have no idea who this guy is, and he was like, "Yeah, he says he's a fan of David." And so we're like, "Oh, okay." So David comes over and takes a picture with him and shakes his hand and stuff like that. And David's like, "Hey, sorry about that. I Instagrammed that I was here at the dungeons, not thinking that anybody would come down." And so this dude Instagrammed him back and was like, "I live in Springfield, Missouri. Oh my god!" And so this guy came down to the set, which has never happened. So it was kind of a cool thing. We didn't know we should have things locked down. And so this kid comes on the set and wants to meet one of our actors and so it was cool, as a director, I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. And so the kid was super nice, and, he got a picture, and David was really cool to him, and, he took pictures, and then the kid, headed off. But it was really neat to have, a fan crash one of our sets to get someone's picture.
I apologize. We really didn't know where Brandon was that day.
So thanks. I didn't want to say your name, but...
He's everywhere.
Trying to be.
Yeah, but we didn't have anything spooky happen.
Yeah, nothing.
Or anything like that. It was spooky in the dungeons. That place. It feels like that place is haunted. I don't know if it is or not, but it's got that vibe. And we were there all day long, all day long in this tiny little room. It's like a murder room.
Yeah, it was. But it was fun to shoot in.
Yeah,
so it was good.
And it was hot. I feel really bad, so I apologize to all of our actors. It was very hot.
We took plenty of breaks though. We took breaks to go down to the.
I've heard that you're not a pain to work for. I have actually heard that from people.
Who me personally or both of us?
I hope.
I hope. Yeah.
I'm looking at you.
You're looking at me. Okay.
Because I've dealt with her, so I know what it's like to deal with her.
Hey.
No,
Was I a pain?
You were awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta get
you're that 20 back.
You guys are so cool to work with anyway. I mean, you keep asking me to do stuff, so, you know.
Well, you're fun to have around, man.
And you got that great voice.
You got the voice. Your voice is awesome.
He did a scene with Hannah. Like, I'm telling you, like, I didn't have to. Well, I don't feel like I had to direct Hannah either. I mean, she's so freaking solid. And like I said, she is like freaking Nicole. Like, it is unreal. Like, even like our promo pictures that Chris, shout out Chris.
Chris Krieg.
He also did, he helped do DP for us as well. He did promo shots for us. And like, even seeing the promo shots with Hannah, like, I'm just like, how are you this person?
Yeah.
Like, how are you real?
Well, and
How are you real?
Well, for us, I think even before we started American Wasteland, my biggest thing, and our biggest thing too now, is that we've worked on sets where it's not fun. And don't get me wrong, or stress comes with it, but I've always been the believer that if you are stressing out in front of your crew and your actors, you're going to stress them out, and you're not going to be able to get done what you need to get done. My thing is, like, if there's a problem or something, we will keep it to ourselves, and we'll go off to the side and talk about it with some crew members so we can get through it. But that way, if you keep a positive atmosphere with everybody as much as possible, you're going to get more out of yourself, out of them, and out of the product.
Right.
Especially if you keep throwing snacks at them like you do me.
Yes.
Says he throws snacks at Brendan.
Yeah.
It's a second almost spill.
He just I did that earlier.
Yeah.
He just threw a drink.
So I mean that's something that we've always strived for. That's something that I've always been a big believer in. Just whenever I started making films, it's like if you can't have fun doing it, it's just not worth it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because Strange Happenings in Post, you've got some website stuff for some GoFundMe stuff to put out there?
Brittany, I'll let you take that.
Yeah, we do. We have a GoFundMe page right now. It's gofundme.com/Strange Happenings. Its money is going towards post-production.
Hi, this is Tom Kane, the voice of a Jedi Master named Yoda, and you're listening to Fanatics and the Fan.
Which will be really cool. So we've got that. The big thing right now is the editing. But yeah, the GoFundMe page is the big thing.
That's you two's job, right?
Well, I can't do it all.
Well,
it's just so much going on.
Unless somebody wants to buy me all new equipment, then sure, I will edit it. So if anybody wants to do that, if you don't want to fund GoFundMe and you just want to buy me brand new editing equipment, sure, we'll go that route too. I feel like it'll be easier if you just help us fund editing.
Dear James Gunn.
Exactly.
There you go.
Being a fellow Missourian.
Yo, Missourians.
Yeah. No, what it comes down to is that with the Barker Hole taking up so much of time, and we've got a new client project that's going to take up time too, so we need to have somebody else who can basically take on the editing for us, and we'll oversee it, is what it comes down to.
So, I love having you guys out. You guys, you know I love the fall TV season, just because it's like a brand new year without having to go to school. You know?
I'm going to work every day.
Yeah,
so.
I do too.
Yeah, it sounds like adulthood, dude.
There's that.
Hey, I've got a sad thing for fall TV, though.
God, I was trying not to break that one.
Yeah, it's really sad. For all the fans of Sense8 Netflix show, as of yesterday, Netflix has pulled the plug. There is not going to be a season 2.
Cossacks.
I'm actually annoyed because that was a very good show.
It really was a good
We should have known because it was a good show.
It was so good.
Netflix has to make room for all of those Marvel shows. That's all you're going to end up
It's not
seeing.
like Netflix has like time slots or anything.
I know, right? I mean,
I know, and
Give them time.
and the excuse is like lame.
What was the excuse?
People not getting along, actors not getting along.
Dan, just grow up. You're
It's
getting
a job.
paid.
To me,
Do you know what
since
I can
8
get
was,
along with anybody if
She
I'm
really
getting paid
can.
to do a job.
It's J. Michael Straczynski and the Wachowskis. Why are you guys fighting?
it was groundbreaking work.
I loved that show, and I am sad that they pulled the plug on that.
I'm angry they pulled the plug on that. But that being said, I'm going to close the show with this question. Don, we love you and miss you. Okay, so we all are in kind of the geek entertainment field of some way or another. So, starting with Brittany, if you could join a show in any capacity, good or bad, what show would it be?
Ooh,
To make it for the better.
for the better. Well,
So
these
if it's
shows,
already great, then they don't need you.
Well, yeah, I don't think they need me. I would love to join one of two shows. Well, there's lots of shows I'd like to join, but one of two would be super, super amazing for me. I would love to join Scream Queens. One, that's my, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of my forte as like a writer, is because it's super snarky. It's like sarcastic. It still has scary moments. That's the type of horror that I like. I like self-aware. I like the funny stuff. Then you can still be